Hello everybody, thank you for coming back if you're coming back, and if you're new, please like, comment, and subscribe. And today we're going to be in 2 Kings 9, and today we're going to talk about how you have to get rid of the negative people when it's time for you to lead. So when you're taking a step out, whether you're having control of your life or control of a situation or having to lead your family, friends, people, or whatever, when you take a position of power, you have to get rid of those negative people that are going to be completely against the path that God may have for you and the path He wants you to follow. You usually always have to get rid of those bad people because they may try and lead you wrong way, or they may lead your people under you the wrong way. So in this story, how we come to that is Elisha, who's a prophet, and a prophet I said before, is when God speaks to him and He speaks to His people, and He told one of His members of the group of prophets, get ready to travel, and you're gonna call Jua, son of Jehoshaphat, son of Nimish. Call him in a private room away from his friends and pour the olive oil over his head. Say to him, this is what the Lord said, I anoint you to be the king over Israel. Then open the door and run for your life. So that's what he goes and does. He's telling him, you're going to be, I anoint you king. And he goes to Jehu, and he says, you are going to be the king over Israel, over the Lord's people. You are to destroy the family of Ahab, your master. In this way I will avenge the murders of my prophets and all the Lord's servants who were killed by Jezebel. And then the entire family of Ahab must be wiped out. I will destroy every one of his male descendants, slave and free alike, anywhere in Israel. And then it says, I will destroy the family of Ahab as I destroyed the family of Jeroboam, son of Nebat, and Baasha, son of Ahijah. Dogs will eat Ahab's wife Jezebel at the plot of the land of Jezreel, and no one will bury her. So, and Jehu came out, told his people. So now Jehu kills Joram and Ahaziah. So now Jehu, who's now been anointed king, he has to go and fight the kings to get his place. So he heads to the city, and the king sends somebody to go see what he's coming for. Is he coming for war? Is he coming for peace? And one of the people go, and the messenger goes, says, what do you know about peace? Fall in behind me. And then they send another person and says, what do you know about peace? Fall in behind me. So then Joram, who's the king, says, let's get our chariots. He's coming for war. So Jehu and Joram are both fighting. His people are fighting, and his people are fighting. And then they end up fighting, and Jehu wins. And then he goes up to Jezebel, who's been really somebody who's getting given bad advice, who's been somebody that's really been out there to destroy and just out for herself and wants money and things like that when you go back to past stories. And then, so she was up there up top, and sat in a window. When Jehu entered the gate of the palace, she shouted at him, have you come in peace, you murderer? Just like Zimri, who murdered his master. Jehu looked up and saw her at the window and shouted, who is on my side? And 2 or 3 looked out at him. Throw her down, Jehu yelled. So they threw her out the window, and her blood splattered against the wall and on the horses. And Jehu trampled her body under his horses' hooves. So they destroyed her, and when they came back to bury her, do something with her body, the dogs have already came and got her. The only thing left was her skull, her feet, and her hands. Just like God had told Elisha what's going to happen to Jezebel. You're not going to bury her. So when Jehu, so he has been now, God said you're going to be the king of Israel. So he needs to take out all these people because they worship other gods. And when you have, just like how these other bad kings have happened in the past, it's because they worship other gods. They're letting other people come in that worship other gods. They're marrying people that worship other gods. So they're bringing up this bad of caring about themselves, and just how Jezebel was, how she was just wanting to deceive people to make her her and her husband and her family and her people just seemed greater. So they had Satan in them, so they were willing to kill, steal, and destroy anything that took away what they wanted. So when God said, okay, now it's time for a new king, and when he appointed Jehu as the new king, he said, you got to destroy all these people because they're just going to, because they're part of Satan, and that is just going to kill, steal, and destroy. So when we think about when we lead, and even when we want to lead in our own life, and it's time for us to take control of our own life and not listen to all these other people, we have to surround ourselves with good people, and that takes time to build. But we have to get rid of all these negative influences around us, because even if you have this negative influence around us, you will start leading in that direction. The people you surround yourself with will lead you in the direction of where you're going to follow. So it is very important that we stay on the track of surrounding ourselves by good people, whatever that costs to. Nowadays, it's not really killing people, obviously, but now it just comes to a sign of blocking somebody, or taking a step back, moving away, going maybe to new places, maybe getting a new work environment, walking a different way, taking steps of just getting yourself out of that situation, so you can, because he's going to have to start over his, now he doesn't have all these people that were maybe strong men or whoever to help him build up his kingdom, but it's fine because he's going to build his kingdom on the people that are right, that's going to influence him in the right direction, instead of building on people have people Satan, have people God, and that can influence, and Satan, and those Satan people can influence the godly people. So just completely start over, surround yourself by good people, and then you'll build yourself on a good foundation that can lead to greater things than building up of Satan, who is going to destroy it all. So that is what I take from it. Just keep surrounding yourself by people of godly people, and you will grow in that. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.